You're watching Netrush Report, your home for tennis drama, legends, and the stories that go far beyond the court. If you live for rivalries, comebacks, and the voices shaping the game, hit that subscribe button and join the rush. In 2022, Holger Rune's story looked like it was heading in the wrong direction. After reaching the French Open quarterfinal, the teenager looked drained. The energy and confidence that had carried him through the clay season suddenly disappeared. Rune went on a stretch that tennis fans often call the dark summer. From June until late August, he held a shocking 2-9 match record. First-round exits piled up. Commentators whispered whether the hype around Rune was just that, hype. And yet, Rune's talent was never in question. He had the raw firepower, the backhand speed, and the mental bite to trouble the world's best. What he lacked was direction. Enter Patrick Mouratoglou. Patrick Mouratoglou was already one of the most famous coaches in the sport. Known as Serena Williams' longtime mentor, as well as the founder of the Mouratoglou Academy, he has an eye for spotting talent and an even bigger reputation for motivating them. When Rune's camp reached out in October 2022, both sides framed it as a short-term push. No one expected history to unfold in just a few weeks. Paris, November 2022. Holger Rune arrived at the Masters 1000 event with no real expectations. What followed was nothing short of unbelievable. In the first rounds, Rune cut down Hubert Hurkacz and Andrei Rublev in straight sets, already impressive scalps. Then came the quarterfinal, where top seed Carlos Alcaraz, the reigning US Open champion, was forced to retire after losing the first set to Rune. This is where Mouratoglou's anecdote begins. On Instagram, he said, "It's a joke what Holger did in Paris. He was just exceptional." Mouratoglou recalled the intensity Rune brought, fearless, sharp, and determined to prove he belonged. In the semifinal, Rune faced Felix Auger-Aliassime, one of the hottest players on tour at the time, fresh off 3 consecutive titles. Rune demolished him in straight sets. And then came the final, Novak Djokovic, the master of Paris, a 6-time champion, a man who had beaten Rune easily before. Few gave the teenager a chance. But Rune, inspired by his coach's belief, fought point by point, set by set, until he pulled off the unthinkable, defeating Djokovic to win his first Masters 1000 title. Mouratoglou later said Rune's wins over Djokovic and Alcaraz were no fluke. It was a statement, he explained. When Holger is in that zone, he can beat anyone. But Rune's journey with Mouratoglou was far from a fairy tale. After their initial success, they parted ways in April 2023. Rune posted on social media, "We've had an educational and fun 6 months. Now it's time to move on." The split seemed amicable, but just days later, they reunited. That reunion lasted until September, when they split again. Fast forward to February 2024, after another coaching shuffle, Rune brought Mouratoglou back yet again. By July, they were done once more, this time mutually. Mouratoglou, reflecting on the cycle, said Rune was still learning who he wanted to be as a player. With Holger, you see so much fire. But fire can burn both ways. He's learning how to control it. Now, in 2025, Holger Rune continues to fight for consistency. His record stands at 31-19 with 1 title. Currently coached by Carlsen, he's pushing deep into tournaments again, including a quarterfinal run at the Japan Open where he defeated Ethan Quinn and now faces Jenson Brooksby. But the question remains, has Rune fully unlocked his potential, or was Paris 2022 his peak so far? In his viral reel, Mouratoglou laughed while recalling Rune's Paris breakthrough. "It's a joke," he said, meaning it was almost absurd that a 19-year-old could topple Djokovic and Alcaraz in the same tournament. But then he grew serious. Holger's ceiling is incredibly high. He has the weapons, the mentality, and the courage. What he needs now is consistency. That word, consistency, is the theme of Rune's career. The Paris run showed us his best. The months of first-round exits showed us his worst. Mouratoglou's story gives us the clearest reminder yet. Rune's destiny lies in his ability to stabilize the chaos without losing his fire. Holger Rune is still only 22 years old. His journey with Mouratoglou may have ended, but the impact of that Paris 2022 story continues to define him. Whether he goes on to become a multi-Grand Slam champion or remains a streaky shot maker will depend on his evolution. But one thing is certain, No one who watched him beat Djokovic and Alcaraz back-to-back will ever forget it. Holger Rune's story is a roller coaster, one that Patrick Mouratoglou summed up in just 3 words. It's a joke. From despair to glory, from splits to reunions, from inconsistency to flashes of brilliance, Rune is riding one of the most unpredictable tennis careers of this era. You've been watching Netrush Report. If you love the drama of tennis, the rivalries, the comebacks, the behind-the-scenes voices, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a moment. Until next time, keep your eyes on the court, because in tennis, the next twist is always just one match away.